I have written this array Java program in mobile which will show how we can receive multiple user inputs in array and store it, and how we can display its. I will give the size 2 and enter the elements 2 and 4. It's showing the elements is 4 and 2. 2 and 4. I will first discuss the logic part of this video, then I will write the code in mobile. In this video I'm gonna discuss with you how to take user input in array and display it using Java programming language. First of all, we have to know how array store elements in Java. Let's we everyone know array can store multiple elements of same type, I mean same data type. Now I will create a int array which will store 7 elements. The size, it is the size. Now if we declare this array in memory, the 7 block will be allocated for this array. Here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. We everyone know the index of the array starts from 0, I mean 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. Here 7 memory allocation will be for the array. Now if you want to store one element for r, it will be of integer type. If you want to store 7, first it will store in this block, I mean arr of 0 in this block. Then the second element will be 10, it will store in this block, I mean arr of 1. In this type we can store elements in array. Now see, it is of how many block? It is of 6, I mean 7 block. For that we can write arr of 2, arr of 3 like this. But if it is the size of up to 100, then it's take more lines of code to add one element. I mean manually we cannot do that. For that we should use for loop to what? To store elements in array. How? Let's discuss this. We can create a for loop to store user inputs in array. We everyone know we have to use first of all scanner class to take input from the user, that is scanner class. We have to create a object, I mean scanner sc new scanner here system.in. Let me write in shortcut. Now by this sc object we can take user input, but in array we use for loop to take user input. Look how for, I mean we have to store for the what? 7 elements. So the for loop start from int I equal to 0. It will go up to how much? It will go up to 7, I mean I less than 7, and it will increment. Here inside the block we will write our array name arr of I equal to sc dot next int. I'm gonna discuss now how it's store elements in the memory block. See, it will create how much block? 7 block. I have earlier told that 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now see, when the for loop start from where? It start from 0. When it goes down, here arr of I have written arr of I. See, for the I value, first time the I value will be what? 0. Now arr of what? Arr of 0. For arr of 0, when user gives some input, it will be let's consider 10. Then this 10 will be stored here. Then again for loop start from this. Now it will incremented by what? 1. Then the value will be 1. Now ARR of what? 1. Let's give some another value. This 11 will be stored here. Like this, again the array goes off and the value will be incremented by 1. Now it's become 2. Next, now ARR of 2, here some value. Like this, ARR of what? 6. For this, here will be some value. Understood how by for loop we can take user input in array. Now we are going to discuss how to display array element on the screen, I mean on the output screen. Here in for 0 index the value is 10. How to retrieve that value? Let's see. What is the name of the array? The name of the array is ARR. ARR of 0. If you write ARR of 0, it will give the value inside the 0 index. ARR of 0 means it will give the value inside 0 index. I mean it will return 10. If you write system.out.println, then ARR of 0, it will give what? 10. Next for 1 index, if you write system.out.print ARR of 1, it will also give what? 11. Same, we cannot do that manually. Here only 7 blocks are there, so we can write 7 system.out.println statement. What if there are so many numbers, so many index up to 100, then we can able to write up to 100 lines of code for the system.out.println. So we have to use what? For loop. We have to use for loop to do that. See how we can do by using for loop. For int I equal to 0, it start from 0. The index is start from 0, so we have to start the value of I from 0. It will go up to what? 6. I mean it will go up to 6. I mean less than 7 will equal to 6. I is less than 7. We have to write that. We have to write, or we can do that I is less than equal to 6 also. I will write I is less than 7. Then I will increment the value of I. I will increment the value of I each time. Now inside the for loop, I have to write system.out.println. Now ARR of, in place of this index I can replace by I. I mean in every time the value of I will be changed. See how this program will execute. Let me clear that. For the first time the value of I is 0. It's go up to the down. Now here I have written ARR of I. I mean the value of I is what? 0. Here ARR of 0. Here ARR of 0 will be what? 10. For that ARR of 0 will be 10. Now the for loop again goes off and now it will incremented by 1. I mean the 0 value will be 1. Now here ARR of it's become ARR of 1. I mean ARR of 1 is equal to what? 11. Like this 11 will be stored here. By this it will go up to what? 6. The I will go up to 6 and print all the values inside this R. Understood? Now I am going to code this question for you. I will use what? Mobile to code this element. Sorry, I will use mobile to code this question. Let's see the coding part. First I will create a main method which is the public static void main. See string and arguments. I am going to create that main method. Let's see. Now see, I will import the scanner class. We know to receive user input in Java we need most scanner class. I am using scanner class to receive user input in Java. Now see, I will create a object to the scanner class. By using the object we can receive user input in Java. See, I will create a object which is sc. Here the name of the object is sc. Now I will ask the user to give the size of the array. When I was discussing the logic part, I manually take the size of the array is 7, but here I will ask the user to enter the size of the array, so that by user he can able to enter his number, his size. See, here the integer type, the size will be integer type. I will create a variable and store it. Now I am going to create the array. The name of the array is arr. Here the size I have declared is size, I mean the variable. Now I will ask the user to to enter the numbers, I mean the elements that he want to store in the array, that I am going to write now. Enter the elements for the array. Now I will use for loop to store that elements in the array. Now I am going to write that code part. For loop, the start, I mean it's the I start from 0 and it will go up to what? Less than size. I mean if the size is 5, it will go up to 4. I mean why? Because the index start from 0. See, I have discussed that in the logic part. See, arr of I equal to sc dot next int. I have explained everything clearly in the logic part. If you skipped that, then you can go and check out. See, now I am going to print a message. The elements of the array are. Now then I will display the elements. In the above code I have stored the elements, and in this code I am going to display how to display the stored element on the screen, so that we will also use for loop. Here for the I start from 0 and it will go up to less than size and I plus plus. Here I will use system.out.println to display the elements. We know to display on the screen we use system.out.println function on arr of I. Next semicolon. The code is completed. Now I am going to run this code. By click on the run button, I am going to run that code. It's saying enter the size of the array. I will give for enter. See, there is some error. It's not saying any error. Let me check it. See, the square bracket, I have to keep that square bracket before int, after int, not after arr. Let me replace this. Now hopefully it will work properly. Let's run again the code. Now it's running, compilation successful. Now I'm going to nicely it's asking for the elements of the array. I will give the elements. Now see, the array elements are this. It will store the element and display on the screen. Let's run again. I will give another size. Let me declare that enter the size, it will 7. Now I will give the elements of the array 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Now see, the array elements are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. It's working perfectly. Hey, if you learned something new from this video, then do like to this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel Code Yourself to get this type of knowledgeable video, programming related video. You also check out my blog. I have written an article on this topic. You can check out also that. Thank you for watching.